We have reached the All-Star break here in the 2029 season. We did so by sweeping the Angels to open the month of July. The team's moving up in the world. We shut them out on this doubleheader. Luzardo was excellent. Then beat him 8-4. Fine start from Steele, but the bullpen was great. And then 8-6 wins. Zaire Hope with a homer. I wonder how. Oh, Trevor Larnach's there now apparently. I wonder how our guy Byron Buxton's doing. If he's still healthy. No, he's out. He tore his groin. My God. He's not been great, but they also haven't. But this is not about the Angels. It's about us and the Twins. We're 3 games back of 500, 9 games back of the division, 4.5 back of the wild card. Things are turning around a little bit. We're finding it. We have, the all-star teams. Let's see who we got. We have Justin Steele, Jack Dreyer. Do we have any bats? We have Dylan Cruz. That makes sense. I think that's it. And then for the prospects, Ben Blair. No surprise. He, we're still waiting on this. And then he can, contribute. He's 24 now, so we need these pitches to develop and that home runs to develop, so he can, be a guy for us. And then Leinbach, no surprise there. He will be up soon. He's been raking. He's he's the man. Like there's no way around it. Roshan is here now, so the 18-year-old, he's at A-ball. He's been there for 2 games. He's balling, so he made it. Looks like those are all our guys. And then in the prospect game, Mike Leinbach won the MVP. So if there wasn't already enough reason for us to bring him up, he won MVP of this game, went 1 for 2. I assume he probably hit a homer. He did, yeah. So Ben Blair started the game. Leinbach hit a homer and a 1-0 shutout. So things are looking good for us. We'll actually see how the other All-Star activities go. As Schwarber wins the home run derby, and then the All-Star game is taken by the American League team 6-3. Cal Raleigh wins the MVP. Let's see if any of our guys did anything. I don't see. Oh, Dylan Cruz led off the game. He went 1 for 2. So that's cool. And then Dreyer gave up a run late in the game. And that's it. So that's the All-Star break. We'll take a quick look around the league. Boston still ahead of the AL East with the Yankees, Blue Jays. Everyone's here. The Tigers are top of our division. The Cleveland Guardians, who are in a selling year, are at the top just because of their starting pitching. Michael Kennedy's been the man. They've just had dudes come up and shove, and I think we're a better team than they are. Their Pythag has them below 500, and what are we? Above 500. So we're a better team than Cleveland, even though it's not reflecting it quite yet. The Rangers look like to be in a league of their own, even though they're 4-6 in the last 10, and their record is still that. Mariners and A's are in it. Braves atop the East. Our Marlins falling down. What's going on? Cardinals atop the Central with the Brewers around. Cubs and Pirates are around. The Dodgers are 4th, but they're in the play. Thank God we're not in the NL, because this is hell. But the Giants are at the top. Diamondbacks are here. So league leaders, Suarez is just it doesn't matter where he's at. He's just hitting nukes. Kinstry's up here. Langford at the top. We know about Crochet. Kemp Alderman, know the name. Gabby Moreno, Johnny Severino. Yeah, quick little look around the league. We're heading into the latter days of, it's kind of the middle of July, but we have the draft and then it's trade season, and we've already looked at a trade that is very interesting, that if it's still available to us, once it gets closer, if we're winning, we have an opportunity to potentially go get Mason Wynn The Rays are 44 and 55. They're selling. Mason Wynn, his contract, it says 16 mil, but it's only, maybe 2 mil because I think the Cardinals retained. Yeah, the Cardinals retained 80%. We want Mason Wynn. But I'm just trying to be patient on this trade. And, man, they would do it for this guy now. This is not where they were like 2 weeks ago. Oh, boy. I was going to say the original deal was something else, and then we could potentially also get Junior Caminero. But I don't know. We'll definitely reapproach this because if we can get him for Spencer Bengard, I'm just gonna pull the trigger. Because what do you mean you'll do that for Spencer Bengard? What do you mean you just let him go? You know what? Oh wow, they just this 20% is pretty devastating for them. Well, I was just gonna show you guys that we might do this. We're just gonna do it now. Mason Wynn is joining the Minnesota Twins. Carson Williams just doesn't hit whatsoever. I know his gloves fairly elite, and his ZR's not even been that crazy this year. Does he have an option for us? He does. It's Carson Williams, AAA, and Mason Wynn is going to join the lineup. The Twins are building something. We're getting something going here. He's going to hit second. But yeah, Mason Wynn is here. We have made it to draft day. And right as we got here, Byron Buxton, we learned, suffered a setback. So his season's pretty much cooked. He's done. After the trade, came out of a series in Detroit, lose 3-0, can't get a rung across, and then lose 4-5. Luzardo wasn't himself. Yeah, we just lost that. Mason Wynn 1 for 4 and 1 for 5 in his first 2 games as a Twin. He'll be fine. We're gonna make sure he's running. You know how we roll here with the Twins. We love this. We love that ability to run. We do I have a song? Yeah, we steal. Mason Wynn's got 13. He hasn't been here though. Ford and Lindsay with 8. 9 for Caldwell, 14, 15, 18, 21, 23. So McKinstry has the most. I did see that. I don't know why I'm shocked because it was literally right here. But it is I'm used to seeing Dylan Cruz, and it's not. But that's not the important bit. The important bit is that we're doing the MLB draft, and we have some big moves to be made. We have the 20th pick, and we also have 2 supplemental round picks. So we are picking, 3 top 40 picks. So we have the chance to go add 3 Mike Linebachs. And Linebach, speaking of, I know we just looked at him, but I just want to play the guy so bad. Borafront keeps struggling. Maybe maybe we see something. He's not even struggling. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I don't know what we could do to make a move for him, but I want the guy up. But let's again stop getting distracted. Let's do the draft. First pick. Well, let's take a look at some of the guys that we have highlighted here. Can I see it from that? I cannot, but I bet there's a bunch of them. So Doug Schneider already has 70 power. Ridiculous. Could be the main. Nate Jenkins we have up here. This should be the first pick. Ridiculous. Him or Chris Booth. Just 2 animals. Do we have anyone else listed? Maybe we don't. That's all right. There's just so much talent. Oh, this is all batters. That's why. Gillibo. The Kutch. This dude's the man. This guy's insane. I'm not even worried about that. Because he has day one in your bullpen already or in your rotation. So who cares? Let's look at where some of the guys we think might go. So Doug Schneider at 15. I wish it would highlight them. Chris Booth, we have looking at. Nate Jenkins, supposed to go top 4. They have us taking Alex Chavez, who's interesting, but, like, no, I'm good. Gillibo going at 18. If he went, dude, he's going to go 1 pick before us. We're just going to get double whammied. Oh, man. And then they have us going center fielder, right fielder down here. Let's do it, though. First pick. Oh, it's Gillibo. Okay. So, don't even have to think about it. Still not ideal. The White Sox took him, and I think they had a really good pick last year, too. They took Jorge Gonzalez, who's now fragile. So the White Sox are getting some dudes. All they needed to have happen was Jerry Reinsdorf to die. And they just became something again. I mean, they're not winning, but they're getting dudes. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked tonight. Labello, center fielder here, number 2. Whoa, what was his nickname? He's the Super Jew. All right. That's his literal nickname. That's crazy. Out of Nevada? All right, then. I don't know how to react to that. John Cook goes number 3. Let's move on. He just, Blatty, that's a normal nickname, I think. Cardinals at 4, Nate Jenkins, guy we really like. This should have been first overall pick in the draft. Smiling Tim Nate Jenkins. What the hell are these nicknames this year? Cleveland George Rock. Okay, Pirates. Mokia. Looks to be an insane bat if he develops. Mike Stewart. 90 grade fastball potentially. Oh my god. It's an awesome pick. Hopefully he becomes that. Reds, who always just get dudes, look to have gotten an absolute stud in Paul. For a second I thought I saw Knuckleball. I was like, oh my god. Randy Papa. Now that's a name. See if he's anything for Washington. Roy Hall for Philly. Guy we also were looking at. He could be good. Let's just get to us. Let's see. Booth went. That's unfortunate. So I think all the guys that we noted pre-draft are gone. I mean, we do have the 20th pick. So I mean, oh no, 70 power. Doug Schneider is available. That's interesting. We got to take a look at some of these pitchers. We did look at some more guys than I thought. O.P. Skinner. If this guy's there in the Kirkwood, Missouri. Interesting. If that guy's there in the supplemental round, he's going to be coming on home. Oh my goodness. Did we just take by? Oh no. St. Cloud State University. Close to where I live. He's a dog, but 35 stamina, low work ethic. We almost just got fooled. 35 stamina, there's a very high chance that just decreases, and that would break my heart to see that. Let's look at the other starters here. Lacoste looked interesting, but no. David McDuff, gonna pass. No on Yancey. There's just too many 3-pitch guys. Honestly, Doug Schneider is so interesting to me, and I think the fact that we have options, because we have other picks, like near this, is making me want to do it even more. I mean, Dan Crow looks to be insane. This is a good player, but we don't I don't know. I want to get guys who are more major league ready than these young high schoolers. Joe Walls is just kind of another Chris Hart type. And Chris Hart also will probably be up soon. Joey McDermott. Cactus Gavi? What am I reading today? He's a first baseman now. Hector Cordero looks to be pretty interesting. But I'm not falling. He literally has 70 power day one. I'm doing it. Doug Schneider. Welcome to Minnesota. Let's get it going. And then let's keep it rolling. I don't even know who I want. I definitely want OP. So the Bayani guy went here. Interested to see how one pick before us. It's Cincy, so he's probably going to be a dog. Anyway, I'm just going to take the guy that we know is going to be like, I mean, this dude could be in our bullpen today. 35 stamina, he develops another pitch. I mean, this is the same thing. O.P. Skinner has a name that just tells you he's going to have like 500 career saves. I'm doing it. O.P., second round pick. I don't care if it's a reliever. I don't know what you value, but I value guys who have the name O.P. Skinner. Oh, it's back-to-back picks. I thought we had to wait one more. Okay, now we're back on the clock. Now it's what's available. Dan Crow's interesting. I kind of like Dan Crow a good amount, but he's 18. Like these high schooler guys, I just like. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just so like scared of it. What the hell is this? Adam Goes is interesting. Jimmy Trout, Mike's brother, from Brooklyn. Probably not. It's not Melville. Norm Bullock. Gonna pass on Norm. Man, I don't know. Do we really like? I like Dan Crow. So maybe it's Dan Crow. But let's look at these college pitchers again. Oh, John May is a two-way guy? Am I on batters? I'm on outfielders. Okay. Kelvin Yancey. Like, he's interesting, but I'm just so, like, his K per 9 is going to be, like, 4. Like, you have to have elite defense behind it. So that just immediately makes me not want to do it. Just, like, he has to be in, like, such a, like, set foundation. J.J. Furmaniak. I mean, the names this year are unbelievable. Okay, I don't think we'll go with a college pitcher. Jimmy Holiday is interesting. I don't like taking high school pitchers. And I'm not, like, blown away by these two. I mean, these are the two I'd take because they're overalls 10 above the other guys. Jimmy Holiday is the most interesting. But I think I'm pretty sure. I mean, John May is interesting again. Man. Sergey is interesting. And we know that I like outfield range, speed. This gap power looks elite. My thing is, we pick again here soon. Could Sergey fall and we go with Crow? I'm going to test the theory. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. Kelvin Yancey goes to Washington. There goes John Maya to Oakland, or Vegas now. And did it pay off? It did indeed. So let's go get Sergey. Just a dude from LA. No second nationality. His parents just said, you are Sergey. And so we'll bring him in. We'll sign Sergey. All right, third round here. Music is interesting. Maybe he's a musical guy. 80 power potential, 80 gap power potential. He's not fast, doesn't really play the field. But I don't know. There's I don't know what to look for here. Let's see if any interesting pitchers are still available. Let's look at starters. Not really. Everett Collins. Still JJ, like, I don't know. John Wise Rizzo? What are these names this year? I don't know what I'm reading. Okay, Chris Hicks is interesting, but he's 23. I don't know. How's there another elite reliever that we're missing? Dustin Martin. This guy should be racing NASCAR. No, I don't think we'll do that. Let's take a look at the elite power guys. I don't think I can say that guy's name. I'm just doing music. I like that he's a musical figure. It's a cool name, and he has very interesting traits. So let's do that. Let's get to our fourth rounder. I'll do like 2 more picks, and then we'll do the rest. Infield range 70. Andy. Oh, okay. Like, I mean, do we need to think again about Andy? Let's bring Andy in. Let's bring Andy home. Even though he's from Clarksville, Tennessee. Let's bring him to a place he definitely doesn't want to go to. Minnesota. And then let's go... let's make sure we're on our pick. I was kind of hoping that pitcher would still be here. There's no way he is, right? I don't even remember his name. Doesn't seem to be the case. But he was like 23. So that's okay. Let's look at all the batters again. Like, Norm is interesting, kinda. But, like, poor competition, doesn't frame. No one else really likes him. So, like, can I really be like, I'm putting my foot down, going and getting that guy, you know? Robbie Hammock, sorry. Interesting. I like the bat on Rincon. No one plays defense anymore. Keith Birnbaum, he looks interesting. But like 45i, but high leader. I'm kind of leaning Birnbaum. We did get burnt by Birnbaum last year, but maybe without the E, we could see something work here with Birnbaum. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I'll do the rest here off camera. But we got out, and we got a bunch of dudes. I'm really excited. I mean, I don't know. This guy could be unbelievable, or he could be terrible. But this is far too interesting to, like, not go and get. And then O.P. Skinner, I mean, we might see him in September. And then we go get a young high school guy to develop. I'm really happy with how we got. And then Sergey fell right into our lap from L.A. Yeah, we'll keep moving. All right, we have concluded the draft. We've offers out to all these guys. It's a pretty big class for us. Luckily, our top two picks are coming well under their slot and what they wanted, so shouldn't be an issue. Getting those guys on board. Some interesting guys that we got past the picks that we looked at. John Daggle we went and got. He was a closer guy who 4 pitches and they're mostly pretty good. Another guy who could be up for us kind of relatively soon. Phil Green, just a lead contact catcher. What else do we got? Mark Brooks, just a developed guy. Resendez, we're waiting on an offer for him, but he should be coming in. There was a guy who I drafted solely for the fact that he was from Newark, New Jersey, and I've been meaning to rewatch, The Sopranos. I don't know who he was. I don't remember anymore. This guy had my birthday? He does not, dork. But yeah, it was a pretty loaded class. There was a lot of people in it that we got, and so I'm pretty happy with. Hopefully we can, play better baseball, and we can continue to compete here going into the end of July and see what trades we make once we get there. We literally just drafted John Daggle here, and he doesn't, get to a second inning, and he immediately comes down with an arthritic elbow at 22. So it seems like we might have, shot a blank here with John Daggle. So not ideal. We've reached the end of July, and July hasn't really gone our way. We're still 11 games back of the division. We're now 8 games back of the wild card, and it's kind of seeming like this mountain might be too high for us to climb. It kind of looks like we're going to have to go back and, trade away some assets, kind of tool some things around. But it's just not there right now. We're playing, I think, well below our Pythag, up 5 games back of our Pythag. So we have a good foundation, but it's not going well. So I'm trying to decide if we should sell, or if we should buy, or if we should honestly just stay stagnant and kind of just, roll with the punches. I might trade McKinstry Might let him go and just let, we can move Keishel back to first just for the end of the year. And then we can bring up either Linebach or Chris Hart, who, have both been wanting. I mean, very unhappy with Chris Hart. That makes me want to bring him up a little more. OP Skinner at AAA, looking pretty ridiculous already. Our first round, pick. Sal wants to come up. His home runs allowed is to 50. So that's a very good development. Who else we got down here? Lee Rawson, struggling still. Quentin Young's down here. He's doing stuff. Look at this start he's on in AAA. Ridiculous. Ben Blair still waiting on that home run development. But what I'm getting at is we have guys who are ready. Like guys who should be up with the big league team. And guys who haven't really earned a stay in our lineup. So I think we look to trade McKinstry. Mason Wynn update. He's been the worst possible player you could get. Luckily, we didn't really give up anything, so it doesn't hurt that bad. Because who is this? But yeah, he's not been the spark plug that I was hoping he would be. We're still pitching good. Like Chandler Murphy, I might trade as well, and so we can maybe give the opportunity to bring Sal up or Skinner or Blair, just a different option. Get the youth up, maybe see what they have. But yeah, definitely not a positive update at the end of July here. But I'll come back with any trades that we make. All right, we have our first trade of the trade deadline. We're gonna send Zach McKinstry upstate to New York. He was fine with us. He was kind of what we wanted him to be. It just, the team wasn't what we wanted them to be. So, unfortunate that we couldn't, win with a guy that we, traded a couple of interesting guys for. And, yeah, he was everything we wanted him to be, and we just, weren't good enough for him to contribute. But sending him to New York, giving back prospect John Moore. Just an interesting, corner outfield piece, high work ethic, potentially a really good contact bat in the future. He's at AA right now for him. Definitely an interesting guy. And then we're bringing in kind of the known name here, Cam Schlittler, who started in the wild card, and I think the DS this year for New York, kind of grew his fame because of, I think it was that Game 3 start where they beat Boston. 5 really solid pitches. This is good. He's a depth piece, a guy who will be in AAA, and then if injuries occur, he can step in. Just an organizational depth thing. The trade really is for John Moore. So McKinstry is done in Minnesota, and kind of just because of this anger that we have with Chris Hart, I think I'm going to bring him up over Linebach for now. Linebach's doing fine. He wants to be up in the majors, but he's got a smaller sample size than Chris Hart. They're 38 games versus 32. So it is a smaller sample size. But Chris Hart, I think, is the MLB ready bat. Plays a really fine corner outfield and older than Linebach. I'm going to make the move to bring him up. He'll slot in left field. And then our guy Keishel will head back to first. And then we'll see if we have another move for us to make. I think Chris Hart, his splits don't really get worse versus lefties. So he'll stay in the lineup versus lefties. And we'll see if we have anything else. All right, our tenure with Tyler Rogers is going to come to a close here. He was really fine for us, for 3 years. Kind of did everything that was asked of him. Consistent dude. But the home runs have doubled, and he's 38, and he's getting $7 million this year. So, and we're not winning. So we're going to send him to Philly, kind of get a glut of prospects or guys who could be something. Ace Reese is coming in. If you recognize the name in this save, he was kind of the main piece that the Phillies got back in the Johan Duran trade that they made. Ricky Lozano here, just a super young bat who, could be something. Juan Cubas, just elite power, potential catcher, just a complete project guy as well. and then Logan Dawson, 23-year-old, a bit more chance. Like he has more of an established ability. He's at Double A. So these are the guys that we're bringing in, and Tyler Rogers is heading to Philly. And with that move, actually, Cam Schlittler is actually gonna join our major league roster. We can't waive, and like, if for him to join the team, he has to be waived and DFA'd. So I'm pretty sure. I think he's gonna join the roster. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't really want him on the roster. Like, he was just kind of a piece that we could get for depth, but he might not be the guy. I think I'd rather see like Sal come up and just be like a bullpen guy, even like if he's not starting. Like, I think that's fine. He's a lefty, which I'll be honest, this is the first time I've realized that. We could bring him up. Lee Rawson's still really struggling with the home runs for some reason, so I don't want to do him. And Ben Blair, we've covered it a million times. So Mike's, how's OP doing? 4 games. This guy's unbelievable. But I'm not bringing him up right now. Mike Sal's coming up to join the roster. We have found another trade, and we're gonna go ahead and scam the Boston Red Sox. I don't understand why they would do this. It's a video game, so we're gonna do it because we're sending Robert Suarez, who's been unbelievably good. He's been super duper good. Only 23 innings. He's DM'd me like 11 times talking crap about the fact that he wants to be in a bigger role. So we're going to send him to Boston and do that. And we're bringing in Cedane Rafaela, who's been just a dude. He's been a dog. He's finally this middle infield type who plays elite defense, who's hitting. So it's really not like a selling move. It's like a bilateral. It's like a, we get better, they get better move. And they have just a glut of guys in their infield. Because one, they have Jarren Duran, who's playing first base now. J. Ram's here. They have this first-round pick in Strasner, who has just been a dog. So he's going to, I think he still has rookie status. How do you see that? I don't know if he does. He's ineligible. So, no, he doesn't. But he's a dog. And then Marcelo Mayer, who they were shopping around to us, and I almost did it, but that felt dirty. That felt wrong. He just won an MVP. But Rafaela doesn't, and they're going to maintain this whole contract. Rafaela, for me, has been very, very hit or miss in these saves, and it's because of this stat right here. His 40-eye can cause issues, and, he's been balling for Boston, so I guarantee you it causes issues for us. But no, we're not paying a dime. Robert Suarez was getting traded anyway. Even if Rafael isn't as good as these ratings and doesn't hit to this par, we don't lose anything in the trade. So we're going to do it. I don't know where he plays because, I just kind of did it because, you just get a guy. You just get talent. But that's a move we're making. Actually, very easy move to make. Kellen Lindsey has not been, big dog in it here at second. He's been doing fine because the defense is good and the speed's super elite. But he's I'm gonna put in a guy who is what is his OPS plus? Or WRC plus of 122 over a guy with a 1 of a 72. So Rafaela will slot in at second, and then Antonacci's been fine. I don't know what to do with this guy. Is he a dude? He might be. But yeah, Kel Lindsey will move down. We got to bring a pitcher up. A piece of me wants to just do Skinner. And we drafted him 2 weeks ago. But I don't know. He's only pitched 4 professional games. That just feels wrong. Do we give our guy Dean another shot? Everyone's favorite pitcher, Dean Kramer. For now, maybe. What do we got looking at here? Yeah. Let's bring our boy Dean up just for now, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, what am I talking about? Why am I so silly? Now he refuses. You know what, Dean? Sick of your antics. Schlittler will be in. Oh, he's got to clear waivers. So now they're both on waivers. So I just messed that up. One of these two will be in. I don't know who. Completely just fumbled that move. What are you gonna do? Do we trade Luzardo? Final year of his contract. I feel like we could still like put together wins this season. I don't want to just trade away Luzardo. How do we get him again? What did we give up? Torrin, right? How's he doing? Worse this year. That makes me extremely happy. I'll be honest. Play bad. No, it is kind of ideal to trade him because then we can move Bubba or Sal or Abel into the rotation and see what we have for next year because Luzardo won't be back, I presume. I feel like we could work out something with Luzardo. Okay, not 12 years. What if it's like 18 for 3? And then I'm like, I'll give you an opt-out after 1 year even. Like what if we did something crazy kooky like that, Jesus? Okay, maybe not. I'm going to look to trade this guy, I think that's probably the move. I'll let you know. All right, I've elected against trading Jesus Luzardo. I'm going to try to work an extension. I just don't think he's the guy in our rotation that it makes sense to trade. The guy that we are going to trade is Chandler Murphy. He hasn't been what he was a year ago. He's been fine, but we have guys who are coming up and guys that I want to give the opportunity to. Over, a 28-year-old Chandler Murphy here, what was that trade again? Oh, the Oliver trade, right. Well, more so Tanner Banks and Oliver. Yeah. We're trading him and Carson Williams, another guy we got in that same trade. He's been doing great at AAA. And I think, grade 60 games helped us with a potential playoff push. We didn't make it. He's wants $6 million arm. We're not giving him that. So we're going to give the Phillies a really good shortstop. And we're getting a buttload of prospects. The main one we wanted was Manta here, 20-year-old. They got him from New York in the Brandon Marsh trade that happened. Travis Thompson, catcher with elite power potential. Bjorn Johnson, 24. So he's a big project, but he seemed interesting enough. Willie here also seems interesting enough, 19. And then Ivan Reyes was just another throw-in. We just kept adding prospects on and on until they were like, okay, that's enough. But yeah, we're going to hold on to Luzardo. This is like 95% sure this is going to be the last trade we make. But yeah, I'm okay with this, reassessing the guys that we have, reallocating what we got. So trade with the Phillies. And what we're going to do is move Sal into the rotation, give him that opportunity. We're going to make sure he's, never pitching around guys with that control, not really developed yet. And we're doing it. OP Skinner. The face, the present, the now, the future, the everything of, bullpens going into the 2030s. Just an awesome name. Hopefully he can go and, do good enough for us here. I don't expect him to be like up for a long time. Like it's okay if it's for a little bit and then we do these two or whatever. But since I fibbed with waving Schlittler before I was done making all the moves, and then doing the same with Dean here, we're gonna wait. We're just gonna do 25 for a day or two until these guys clear. I think it takes 3 days. It won't be just fine. I don't have a guy I want to actually screw it. I'll just bring Festa up for like 2 days, and then when they clear, we'll do it. But I think we're done. We're at the end of July here, and we're gonna keep moving forward with what we got now. We're in the middle of August here, and Dylan Cruz has got back tightness that's gonna shut him down for 2 weeks. So we're just gonna throw him on the IL here, give him a stint. We're not that good, so it doesn't mean too much. But it does mean that our, the Minnesotan kid, our first-round pick 2 years ago, 6th overall, Mike Leimbach, is going to come on up and get a chance to start in our outfield. He'll move to right field, and he'll join the lineup. Chris Hart's been off to a slow start with that bat, but let him ride it out. We don't really have another option. And, yeah, Mason Wynn's kind of finding it a little bit. He's getting things going. Rafael has been off to a slow start, just as I predicted. But 11 games, so it's like you can't put too much into that. Pitching wise, Sal's up here for FIP because the home run he gave up, or that he's given up 2 in 17 innings. But 3 fine starts. The first one was really good, and then he's settling in. So good to see there. What else happened? We just Schlittler and Kramer are up. We sent Skinner down. He 3 innings, a homer, 2 runs. Walking a good amount. We're shut him down. So, yeah. And Dylan Cruz is eligible to come back off the IL. Both Lineback and Hart are struggling, but we're like a week away from the rosters expanding. I don't really know who to send down. I'll just send down the guy that took his spot. So I'll bring Lineback down. He'll be back up in a week anyway. But Dylan Cruz is back. We have reached the end of the 2029 season, and it's ended the same way all of them have. We are, once again, not in the postseason. This offseason, we're going all in. We're putting all the chips to the center, and we're going to figure out what we got, and we're going all in. There's some free agents that I like. We have money. It's time to spend. But before we get to that, let's see what went right, what went wrong this season. Luke Keeschel, top of the order. Replacement level. That's not good. We need him to go back to his 2026 form, 2027 form. We just need more slugging from him. We need him to slug again. And if he doesn't, we need to maybe get out of this contract. Not ideal, but what are you gonna do? Rafaela, he was heating up around the end of August, and he just shut down in September, it seems. Still, we have him for free. Going to be a part of the team, whether that's a starting bat or a guy who fills in a backup capacity. So that's Rafaela. Dylan Cruz going nowhere. We know who Dylan Cruz is. We have nothing but faith in Dylan Cruz. I know the homers toned down a good amount this year, but I'm not worried about him. Dylan Cruz is here. He's kind of a main hitter. Slade Caldwell definitely earned what is likely to be kind of the center field job, or at least a corner outfield job. This is good enough. 3.4 WAR in 120 games. Yeah, Slade Caldwell's been a man and great story for us this year. Mason Wynn, we need him to hit better. He's still he's a free agent now, isn't he? Yeah, free agent. So Mason Wynn didn't work. I don't think we're going to offer him to bring him back. If he would have, done literally this, then yeah. But I'm not doing that for a guy who didn't hit for us. Chris Hart struggled real bad in 30 games. Yeah, I don't know, man. Harry Ford literally forgot how to swing the bat. So probably a bench guy for us. Borafren, fine. This is good DH numbers. So definitely a guy I wouldn't mind bringing back, and he plays good outfield. I think he plays, really just an outfielder. Borafren did enough. I want to bring him back. And then Antonacci was, around replacement level. Another guy who will be back and slotting in somewhere. We'll find a home for him. The bench guys. Beltran was actually really solid, just kind of fourth outfield type. And, he did his job well. Who else? We got Zaire Hope, who, rookie of the year a year ago. We still have hope in Zaire. I don't know where he's going to go or, what we're doing with him. But we're definitely going to, full-on reevaluate everything this offseason and see what we have and what we don't. Mike Leinbach came up, for September. He also kind of struggled. I don't know. Definitely not ideal. Pitching-wise on this team, it was our strength. We, struggled down the stretch a little bit, but it is our strength, and it'll probably continue to be our strength. Just another fantastic year out of Andrew Painter. What else do you expect? This guy's incredible. He's, our ace. We just need to get him into the postseason. Luzardo, we're still trying to work to bring back. He had another really solid year with us. What am I looking at here? There we go. He's been super good as a Twin. Definitely want to keep him, a part of things. And then, Justin Steele we brought in. He was everything that we expected. Just solid guy in the middle here. player option, so we'll see if he comes back or not. I really doubt he does. We'll see what his money's looking like, and this really isn't that bad. So we'll see about Justin Steele returning. Liam Peterson in his first full season doing this was excellent, like really fine for what we were kind of hoping for and expecting from Liam. So he'll be back. And then Mike Sow, the ERA looks really good. He allowed a few more homers than I'd like, but this is fine. This is A-okay. So hopefully he'll be back as well. Schlittler and Kramer were just guys to eat innings. I'm really not looking him in. Skinner was fine, just too many homers again. He went 4 innings randomly. Oh, that was in Toledo. So he only pitched in 2 games when he came back up for September. So honestly, I'd like to see him maybe in the bullpen next year. We're gonna put him in the lab for that control or movement. Maybe. Probably control. Cop, really solid again. These are really good per nines. Maybe one too many home runs, but we're not gonna shut him down. Mick Abel was really good in the bullpen. Honestly, he started walking a lot more. He was he did really bad as a starter, and then I was like, wow, he's been so good as a reliever. Let me put him back in as a reliever. In September, he got shelled, and July he got shelled. So it might be the end of the Mick Abel experience. Kirkering, excellent per nines. The ERA is very inflated, but the per nines proved that he was, who we thought he was, a dog. Bubba Chandler, probably a bullpen asset for us. I don't know what to do with Bubba. We'll see. He's gonna want $7 million ARB, and for a bullpen piece, that's fine. I don't know. I kind of regret that trade. I don't know. Erod's not even in the majors for him though. Who else do they? How's Sataki been? He was good for him. He was the number 2 catcher, and he was good for him. But yeah, Jack Dreyer's the man. He's incredible. Really happy with our get from him for Yordizi. And Jack Dreyer's definitely coming back. He's really good, so he's not going anywhere. And then Sasaki put up another fine season. This is a negative because the home runs. Yeah, we'll see what we do this offseason. It might just be a sell fest. We might just restructure everything. Because, it's been, 4 years of disappointment. It might be time to, really reload. And so Lagenberg became a dude? Okay, man. What am I looking at? But let's look around the league quick. Boston took the East. Yankees and Blue Jays missed out. Orioles got in. Cleveland took the Central, shockingly. I still think we're a better team than Cleveland. 83 and 79. I doubt ours is that, but 83 and 79. Ours was the exact same. So we are the same as Cleveland, and we finished 13 games back, and they win 88 games to win the division. So kind of tells you how this season went. The Rangers, we went 5-1 against, by the way, and they have the best record in baseball. Mariners are in. AL leaders, looks like Wyatt Langford's going to win the MVP. This is just ridiculously good. He had an unbelievable year. Suarez hit 56 homers. He got to 500. Just ridiculous what he's done in the save. Kurtz and Wolkow here for Chicago have been really good. J-Rod, not the South assigned guy. J-Rod got the batting title. Pitching-wise, Crochet had just a ridiculous year. Look at all the bolded things here. He's going to get his 3rd Cy Young pretty easily. Bubic looked good. Fried was good as well. In the NL, the Braves took the East by a game over the Marlins, so we're all heartbroken. The Brewers, Cardinals, and the Pirates are in. The Pirates are playing playoff baseball. So, that's fun. Sataki's in. Did we trade someone else here? I don't even remember. Didn't we? Maybe not. I thought we traded a pitcher or something. Brock Stewart's here, so former Twin, but not from us. Diamondbacks and Dodgers in, so the Giants had a fallen collapse. Because the Giants were like 15-12, 15-14, 17-11, 8-20 in August. Yeah, full-on collapse. Wow. That is tough to see for Giants fans. Hanscom has been a dude. Just an unbelievably good dude. And he won the batting title. So, the Chief is doing what we expected. Kemp Alderman, get this guy the MVP. He's so good. Michael Bush, been unbelievable. He might actually take the MVP. What else we got? Yamamoto was crazy. Chris Sanchez looking to take the Cy Young in the NL. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going. Let's look at the playoffs. So Texas, Boston, Arizona, Milwaukee buys, wild card matchups. But another disappointing end for the Twins, and we're going all in. And if it's hold on. If the guy that we want's available, we're going all in on Maikel Garcia. Thank you guys for tuning in.